Hi, this is Brent with SSM Health Weight Management. Today what I want to do is I want to go over some balance and fine motor skill types of exercises. Now all exercise doesn't necessarily mean you have to jump on a treadmill or do a bunch of weights or do a bunch of running in place, all that kind of stuff. It's about just enhancing your overall well-being, and a large part of that is your balance, coordination, fine motor skills. All this incorporates together into just making you the best you that you can be. So today we're not going to do all this crazy cardio or weights or anything like that. We're just going to do balance and fine motor skills. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start off with one of the most basic and simple, not simple that it's easy, but simple you don't need any space or any equipment for. And we're going to stand on one foot. And we're going to go ahead and do that for 20 seconds. Now, if you need extra assistance, which is totally fine, go to a wall, because this one gets a little scary sometimes when you're only on one foot, and you can take that wall with your hand and you hold yourself up on one foot, just barely touching the wall. Only touch it as much as you need it to where you feel safe and comfortable. I will go ahead and not use a wall, but again, feel free to use one. So I'm going to go ahead here. I've got my right foot planted, and I'm going to lift my left leg out in front of me and have my foot about 3, 4, 5 inches off the ground. 20 seconds. Ready? Go. So right here, you can have your hands here, 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 just wherever you feel comfortable. We're not trying to do anything crazy here. We just simply want to activate those stabilizer muscles in your ankles that'll help prevent future falls that could occur. So take a few more seconds here. And good. Okay, so naturally, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the other foot. So I got my left foot planted now, and I'm going to take my right foot out in front and hold that for 20 seconds. So ready, and here we go. And you're going to notice one foot most likely is more unstable than the other, and that's fine. And if you start shaking or wiggling, that's okay. It's just those muscles activating. Now, if you feel you're going to fall, of course, take the wall or set your foot down. We'll go ahead and hold for a few more seconds here. And good. Okay. So from there, what we're going to do is we're going to move right to your toes. That's it. You're going to simply just get right on your tippy toes here. Well, not tippy, but up to your toes. We're not ballerinas here. So we're going to go ahead, put your feet about shoulder width apart. And you're going to raise up onto your toes, balls of your feet, and we're going to hold that for 20 seconds here. And go. Try to keep good posture while you're doing this. You don't want to be slouched over, and don't try too hard with the posture. Just relax, hold on your toes, keep your abs tight, and try to stay in one spot. Try not to move around. If you have to keep your balance, that's okay. But that's the final goal, is to get to a point where you don't have to move around. And hold a couple more seconds. And good. Okay. Now we're going to get a little more tricky here. This one's difficult for myself. And what we're going to do is you're going to hold on your heels. So now we have your toes, balls of the feet, and even your arches off the ground, and you're just balancing on your heels. Now this one, again, like with your toes, you want to try to stay in the same spot. But that's not very easy. I mean, I'll probably even struggle here, and that's okay. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take 20 seconds. So again, about shoulder width apart. And you're going to come up on your heels here. We're just holding it right here. See how I just moved there? And that's okay. It happens. Keep holding. A few more seconds. And good. All right, so that's a very unnatural move. So again, take that wall if you need to, or if you need to move around to get your balance, whether you're on your toes or your heels, that's totally fine. It's just making small improvements. I'm actually proud of myself on that one. I usually don't do that well. Maybe I'm just well under pressure, I don't know. But those are great exercises that you can really do anywhere. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to add a fine motor skills component here. So we're going to go back to standing on one foot, but now you're going to take your head and turn to the left and right. and I'll go ahead and call it out. So just try to follow my lead here. So I'm going to go ahead, right on one foot, take the other foot out, put your arms where you're comfortable, and take your head and look to the left. Now look to the right. Left, right, and left, and right. Good. All right, a little bit different there. You can get a little dizzy or woozy, and that's okay as long as you feel like you're not going to pass out. But that really helps incorporate the fine motor skills along with your balance and building those stabilizer muscles. So of course, naturally, we're going to go to the other foot. So I'm going to plant my foot, put my other foot a little bit out in front, and look to the left, right, left, right, left, right. Good. Okay. So you can really feel those muscles shaking and wobbling in your knees, your hips, your ankles, and that's good. That's exactly what we want, because now we know that we're doing something and we're helping building those little muscles that are so ignored in today's fitness world. So good job on doing that. I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to take an exercise ball here. So right here. And these, just like how I talk about the bands or the dumbbells, you can buy these super cheap. You can get them at any sporting goods stores or any main chain stores. These things are everywhere. You can buy them online. They're such a great tool to have. I'm a firm believer in exercise balls. I mean, I could go in for hours about what they do for you and all the benefits, but for today, we're just going to use it for some balance and support. Now, you can do this on any type of a chair or a hard surface where you're seated, but the ball just adds a little more extra dynamic to it. It works your core a little more, it helps your posture a little more, and it makes you work just a little bit harder. So what I'm going to do for the balance part is go ahead and sit on this ball. Good posture here. And we're going to start by taking one foot and holding it up, and then taking your opposite arm and holding it up. So I'm going to lift my left foot and my right arm. So I'm going to go ahead, lift, and lift. Now this hand, if you don't feel stable, go ahead and hold the ball. That gives you a little bit of extra stability here. And as you feel comfortable, you can go ahead and lift that arm. I'm going to hold this for 10 more seconds though. So let's just hold it right here. Try to keep those abs tight. Good posture, deep breathing. Just a few more seconds. And good. Nice. Okay, now naturally, we're going to go ahead and move to the other side. So I'm going to take my arm up, lift my leg, and we're going to hold here for 20 seconds. Now again, don't be shy to grab the ball if you need to. I don't want anyone rolling off the ball here. We're just holding that. And this is so great for your core and your hip stabilization. Going to hold a few more seconds. And good. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to move to our head turns now while on the ball. With this, take my arms out and hold them straight out here. So now you're forcing good posture, you're forcing your hips to stabilize, and we're taking our head, and let's go ahead and look to the left, right, left, right, left, and right. And very good. Okay, so there we have it. Right there is some good balance and fine motor skills for you to work on. This builds just that whole aspect of health and fitness and wellness that we want to work on. Again, fitness isn't all about exercise, 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 exercise. This is an important and overlooked component of fitness. So thank you so much for joining me today. And go ahead, replay this video as many times as you need to until you feel like you have a great foundation with it. Thanks again for joining me.